They certainly are, Danica. Northern Territory elections are usually pretty spiteful affairs, but I have to say that this year's is even more spiteful than I've seen in the previous three elections that I've covered here in the top end. There were a couple of incidents over the weekend that have certainly raised eyebrows. One at the Kavanagh Hotel on Friday night, where there was an altercation between a 70-year-old CLP member who alleges that he was attacked by someone wearing a union T-shirt. There was another incident at the polling booths over the weekend. There's early voting open here in the Northern Territory where a young female volunteer, a CLP volunteer, says that she was threatened by a couple of people wearing union shirts as well. The CLP's President, Ron Kelly, has told the NT News that he's considering going to the police about these incidents. Also last night, Danica, the Labor Party had their official campaign launch. It was an interesting affair. There's been no secret that the Chief Minister has been campaigning hard on the issue of his handling of the coronavirus crisis. In fact, some have criticised him of campaigning on nothing else. He made a speech to a small gathering of Labor faithful at that campaign launch. Here's a bit of what he had to say last night.
When the CLP told us to open the borders to Victoria back in June, we said no. When they asked the Australian Senate to pressure us to change our minds, we said no. We moved fast to secure access to our remote communities. No other state or territory government has done so much or moved so quickly. We have thrown the kitchen sink at this because every territory life matters and every territory job matters.
It's Michael Gunner speaking at the Labor Party campaign launch last night, Danica. He has been criticised for focusing solely on this issue, on his handling of the coronavirus. The Country Liberal Party says that voters should look to the past 4 years, particularly the government's mishandling of the economy. We heard just last month that the net debt here in the Northern Territory would balloon to $8.2 billion. Now, of course, some of that is due to the coronavirus response, but the opposition says that it's been the government's mishandling of the economy up until this point that has led to this position. It's just 5 days now, until Territorians go to the polls. August 22 is the election date. And it's looking more and more, Danica, like it's going to be a close-run thing here in the Northern Territory.